Hey y'all, before I start the show, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Quay. Um, I don't know all the details, but nobody deserves to lose their life over stupid internet stuff. Again, if that is true, I'm sorry that it's happened, but let's go ahead and start the show and get on with it. When I find it, again, I never able to find the intro when I need it. Hold on. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I am AT2. What's up, everybody? Um, Again, for those of you just joining in, there was a YouTuber, I would say, in the Black Tea, SC Berry, whatever sector, whatever. It's here nor there. But as I was informed earlier today, she had passed away. Again, the details are kind of wonky, so I'm not sure really what happened. But I did put this on both channels, so this is on the backup and this is on the main. The main channel, I'm gonna go ahead and put this private but on the backup channel, I'll leave it there for those of you um, catching up on this. But I wanted to just talk about what, the bullying and stuff that has gone on this platform and how it can make you feel and how uh, it leads to a lot of depression, you know. Yes, Sammy, she was everywhere. Yeah, she was everywhere. Here, there, everywhere. Old McDonald had a farm. And Quay had a lot of you know, she had a lot of attention on her. So this morning I had found out that she did pass away. Again, I only know slight details. I don't know everything, but there has been a narrative that because of a lot of the bullying, people have pushed her to um, do something to herself. Now, I want to say this. Even if we are pushing that narrative, I don't think it's right. And this is the reason why I said it's not right. Because we don't know for a fact. It has to be some kind of note or manifesto that says, like, hey, I did this or I passed away because of this before I would feel comfortable even saying that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that unless I knew that for a fact. And what's so crazy is the last video on my backup channel, and I was saying like she's the new queen of the black tea sector, and I was all like, it's good to have somebody there that has a difference of opinion. And I'll be honest, I didn't watch everybody's videos, so I don't know what they were talking about. I don't really know what all the in and out and stuff like that. All I know is from the little bit I've seen, and I was like, you know what? I might not agree with this girl, but I like the stuff that she said. I like that she has a difference of opinion because a lot of times people get in these echo chambers, as I learned the other day, and if you don't agree with everybody else, they basically shun you out. If you don't agree with everybody, they basically act like you're the worst person, you're horrible, you're this and that just for having a difference of opinion, you know? Um, I like that she kind of challenged the system. I like that she was unafraid. But again, I don't know if that was an act or if that's who she really was. Because you don't know. And it's sad that, the last moments on this person had on earth was not in the best light or not in a way where they would want to be remembered. and now it's a mess, and I just don't know. I just hope her passing creates more peace and harmony. I hope her passing makes people realize, like, hey, this is just internet, this is just YouTube. Leave it on YouTube and then move on with your life. I feel like people take on those energies and they take on a lot of this BS in their personal life, and it should never be. It should never be that way. I I never want to be the cause of anybody's demise. I never want to be the reason why somebody don't want to be on this earth again. That's just for me personally. I would never want that on my heart. That's why I said I cannot say, "Oh, her passing was due to X, Y, and Z." I would never want to say that. I would never want to put that on anybody. Just because the people who are, still living and still around, and I'm trying to tiptoe without saying names because again, I don't want to say the names of the people, but knowing that, okay, possibly my bullying or my transgression against these people led to this person not wanting to be on this earth. That would be a shitty feeling. I wouldn't want nobody to feel that way. I would never want somebody to feel that the whole world hates me and I never want to be, I don't have a place in this world anymore. And so I feel like I have to leave this world in order, like, it's a lot of different thoughts, you guys. It is. Because I know I have been um, a victim of bullying. And hell, I probably bullied. Not probably, I have. It may be I don't consider it bully, but the person who's on the receiving end of getting cussed out or yelled at or whatever, they could consider it bullying. And so at the end of the day, you just have to be careful with what you say and how you approach people. Is it really worth it? We're all grown. We are all grown. And we got to start acting like it. Like, we really do. We got to start acting grown. And with this black tea sector, that's the sector that I come from, you guys. With this black tea sector, I notice a lot of what's going on is just like a repeat and regurgitation of information, and it seems like there's no end date. Um, a lot of it is regurgitating the same drama, and it's all like, okay, we already heard this. Like, let's move on to something else. Like, why are you guys still regurgitating the same drama? And that's why I haven't been liking like watching it, to tell you the truth. I haven't. I don't like watching it because it's the same repeat and the same shit. I didn't understand how, and I'll start mentioning names now. I didn't understand the whole BMF thing. As I understood, basically they found out about Quay and him having some kind of thing, and so they wanted to then interview him. And first it was Goody that interviewed him, and then it was Aaron that interviewed him, and then somehow this sprouted off this whole thing, and it's very confusing. I just don't know how we go from that to some petty little bullshit to now this. How did it make that skip into something like this? It should never have been that way. And maybe I blame myself because I was thinking like, oh, these are, oh, she's the new queen of the black tea sector. She's the new hear her, as I said, not afraid to speak her mind. But maybe she was afraid, or maybe she was dealing with shit that we had no clue what she was dealing with. and some people thought it was a game, but to her, it was real life. Um, a lot of you wonder like why I deal with certain people or why I even entertain certain people. The reason why I do is because one, I think that if you ain't try to do anything to like harm me or try to destroy me, I can always just let it go and forgive you. Two, um, I would never want to be the cause of your demise. So I would feel that guilt if anything has ever happened to you. Because let's also open this up too as well. A lot of people on this platform are dealing with alcoholism, drugs, um, DV. They are dealing with a lot, and they're not getting on here and telling you guys because if they told you, you would use it against them, right? Yeah, you would use it against them if they told you. But a lot of these people are experiencing DV or some kind of abuse. They're experiencing alcoholism. They're experiencing drugs. And then you throw mental health on there, and then, yeah, it's a disaster. So you got all those different combinations of things going on, and people aren't realizing that yeah, there's a character that you play on the internet, but then there's the real life person. Some people are able to separate those two, and some people are not. I'm hoping that some of you guys go outside today. I know I went outside. I hope some of you guys go outside today. I hope some of you talk to a family member. I hope some of y'all rekindle some friendships. Um, if the internet, YouTube seems like it's too much for you, please get off the internet. Please get off the internet. That's the only thing I can say. Also, I want to make a statement into the whole doxing thing. For those of you who don't know, that is when you bring personal information onto the internet, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get that. The doxing thing. I never thought that doxing was ever cool. I never really played like that. The only time where I had to not no, I've never done it. Yeah, I've never done it. Now, have I had to defend myself if somebody put out text messages or something like that, and I had to then release my text messages or something to that effect or DMs and to prove I was innocent? I've done that, but I've never put nobody's phone number or address or anything like that. Um, I never played like that. And sometimes people don't realize, like, okay, well, just because you might use your words doesn't mean people aren't going to um, they're not going to play dirty. There's no guarantee that somebody is not going to play dirty. I've learned that the hard way. I thought, oh, I can just, use my words, yell, cuss, and it'll be fine. No, I've been doxxed. Hell, I had family on the internet. If we really want to talk about it, shit, I had the worst of the worst. Criminal allegations put against me. Like, I've been through a lot on this platform. And yeah, I'm able to get on here and smile and pretend like everything is fine, but you think that shit don't bother me? You think it don't hurt me? It does, but fortunately enough for me, I've learned how to deal with it. You know? And I just want to know, like, who were the people around her to really like love on her? Where were those people? And I'm not saying that you guys are the reason of her demise. I don't want you guys to think that I'm saying that. But what I'm questioning is where were you guys to love on her? Where were you to love on her? Or was she just content? I feel like a lot of people are going to have to look deep inside themselves. Hold on, some might be on fire. Okay, I guess it wasn't a fire. Thank God. I was all like, I don't think nothing's on. I hope it's not. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. If it happens again, I'll turn it off. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Was she just content at the end of the day? Or did you guys actually care about her? I have a feeling that a lot of these people, especially in the black tea sector, they're just content, unfortunately. Nobody cares if they eat. Nobody cares if they have a roof over their head. If anything, if they're broke, can't eat, can't sleep, don't have a roof, homeless, it's a story. And people get to come on the internet and make fun of you because you can't eat. You can't, it's sad to think about it that way. Um, but, um, mm, I was just thinking about myself because, again, this is a reflection for myself too, as well. I have made fun of people, because of their ailments or their situations and things going on. And do I think that's right to do? No. I'm not excusing it and saying that it was okay for me to do. Even if it was a situation they did it to me first, I'm an adult. I can ignore it. At the end of the day, I'm an adult. No matter what somebody says to me, no matter what they do to me, I could always say, hey, AT2, you're 35. You could ignore it. These are people on the internet. Just don't watch it. Just don't pay attention to it. And, through the years, I have gotten better with that, just ignoring it. If I don't want to interact with somebody or I don't want to mess with them, I'll just ignore it. It's only a few times where you'll get a reaction out of me. And that's if, you keep pressing on me, I'm going to give you a reaction. I know a lot of these people are crazy because of AT2. I don't always keep up with them because, yeah, and it's getting to the point where it's very low vibrational, and we see what happens. I think honestly, one of my wake up calls was when Lefty, aka Real, passed away, and it was so crazy because yesterday somebody who knows him left a comment. And I was like, oh, okay, they left a comment. And mind you, I didn't know who this person, but I guess they were looking for him and they happened to find my video. And, they're all like, oh, shout out to Lefty, rest in peace, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, but when he passed away, I was like, okay, some of this shit that goes on the internet is dumb and stupid. And y'all know, me and Lefty, we hated each other. We couldn't stand each other. He did videos about me. I did videos about him. And yeah, it was it was it got very dirty, very nasty. And luckily I was able to be cool with him later on. And luckily, when he passed away, everything was fine. Well, between us, it was we were cool. We were friends. Um, but yeah, some of these stupid battles or these stupid arguments that you guys have, please just let some of that shit go. Just let it go. It's not worth it. A lot of those, oh yeah, you don't like me, or I'm on this team or that team. Y'all gotta stop talking in teams and this crew versus that crew. Be yourself. Be independent. Like, let me tell you that. Linking up with each other and trying to go after people, that never works. Because let me tell you something. The next day, it's gonna turn around. They're gonna turn around and turn on you, and you're gonna be their punching bag. That's usually what happens. The next day, they're going to turn around on you and you will be their punching bag. Like, once they're done stomping the shit out of somebody else, they're going to go to somebody else and stomp the shit out of them. Y'all got to remember that. They're going to turn around and do it to you. That's why I don't fall into, or I don't try to link up with people to go after people. If I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to address it on my own. I don't need to link up and partner up with a whole bunch of people to do it. It's not worth it. Just for my own sanity, it's not worth it. Um, and again, I didn't want to like, I've seen a few videos that people have done. Um, I feel like some of those videos were self-serving, and they were really like, oh, I'm trying to make a statement and use her passing to go after other people. I didn't really like that. For me personally, I thought that was whack. Not at this moment. Listen, the body ain't even cold yet, and y'all already trying to work on y'all next storyline. Like, y'all know when y'all die, y'all going to hell, right? I don't know if anybody told y'all that. And I know that ain't nice to say, but I want to let y'all know. Some of y'all that already using this as a storyline, y'all definitely going to go to hell. God ain't pleased with this. God is not pleased at all. Let this girl rest in peace. At least give it until Friday, y'all. Give it until Friday. That girl has a family, you guys. She has a family. Let her rest. Let her rest. If y'all want to fight each other just because y'all don't like each other, leave it at that. But don't try to say I'm doing it in the name of Quay, or I'm doing this for Quay. And no, like, don't do that. Separate that from your hatred for anybody. If you don't like somebody, then you handle that with them. But don't say you're doing it in the name of Quay. Like, let that lady rest. That's how I feel. Let that lady rest. And I'm kind of looking at the comments and I'm kind of not. And the reason why is because I don't want you guys to say anything that pisses me off and then I start flipping out on y'all. So that's why. Um, Also, too, I just hope this is not like a hoax or something like that. Please don't let this be a hoax. Again, I don't know how to reach out to her family or see, what she needs or any. I don't know how to do that. I'm just going based off of the stuff that I've seen on the internet, and I'm taking you guys' word as true that she passed away. I just hope this is nothing fake and nobody's making this up. I hope. Well, hell, I hope it would be fake because then, like, okay, the lady didn't pass away, but um, two, I hope nobody would play with death like that. I hope nobody would play with death like that. If you want to honor her, say she was funny. I liked her perspective. I liked her opinion. Do a tribute to her. I feel like that is fine. And if, like I'm doing, talking on a larger, broader scale of bullying and stuff like that, then that is fine. But to use it to go after your enemies and stuff like that, I don't think that's right. Yeah, that's not right. I wouldn't even do that to one of my worst enemies. Like I would just leave the situation alone. And here's the thing too. There's a lot of other content out there where you guys don't even have to use this as a storyline. There's a lot of shit that's going on, you know? There's a lot of storylines out there, a lot of other shit that is happening out there. Angie, I remember that. Like there was like some kind of subscriber that said they unalived themselves and it comes out they were just faking for attention. I remember that. I definitely remember. So yeah, there has been plays and stuff like that done before. Sammy said BMF said her dad answered her phone. Okay, so that's how they know. Okay, thank you, Sammy. Okay, so it's confirmed. Yes, it is true. The family did say. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, yeah. Mm. Maybe when people get on here and they're screaming for help, maybe we should listen. I think that's another lesson that I've learned from all this. When people are screaming for help, maybe we should listen. Um, I remember when I was going through my thing, and well, there's a couple of situations, but I'll just say the most recent one. When there was a lot of family stuff going on, and I would get on this platform, and necessarily I wasn't screaming for help, but I was just hoping that somebody would let me know that everything was going to be all right. And nobody did that for me. I know there was a particular person that I've recently became cool with them and I forgave them, but there was a particular person that I felt like they were manipulating me during that time. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna make sure that you good and blah blah blah." But really, they were just manipulating me. And like after that, I was all like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna back away from you." But recently, I just kind of let it go, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna whatchamacallit. It is what it is. It's a thing of the past. I'm gonna move on." But there's a lot where you're on this platform and necessarily you might not say, "Hey, help me," but your actions or maybe a look on your face, there's some kind of sign out there that you need help. And it's just all like, damn, what if she had a sign out there and we just didn't see it? Or maybe there was a word or a phrase that she said and it was like, damn, that was a clue right there. That was a clue. We didn't pick up on it and we didn't catch it. You know? We didn't catch that clue or that sign that she was screaming for help. Or maybe not even screaming for help, screaming, "Stop." Like, please stop. I've had enough. I'm done. I can't take no more. I know for me, I'm kind of like a sucker because, like, if I see somebody, if I have broken somebody down to where they're crying, I will back up. I will back up. I'll be like, okay, I broke them down. They're crying. Okay, I can back up. I can let off on them. And it's not that I want to see them cry. It's just that I know, okay, if they're actually breaking down online because of something I did, I know to back up and I know to let it go. You know, um, in these streams that you guys are doing, I don't think they're helpful. We all like a good drama and shit like that. But at the end of the day, what do we need to go live for like 5, 10 hours for talking about the same shit and regurgitating it? Like, why we need to do that? Really? 5 to 10 hours on some online bullshit for what? What do you have to say for 5, 10 hours? In that 5 and 10 hours, you should have been trying to find you an online therapist to help your ass. What are we doing 5, 10 hours online talking about this stupid ass drama? And here's the thing: I never. There's a few things I don't like long shows because I can't really keep up with it and stuff like that. Like it's too much going on. But also, when somebody goes live, I have to have an end date to it. And what I mean by that is that I have to know that it ends. Like with me, you're gonna get like 45 minutes to an hour, right? We might go a little bit longer depending on what's going on, but I'm not gonna take you guys for 5, 10 hours. I'm gonna get my ass up off of here at one point. Believe it or not, I have shit to do. Like, there's shit going on. I can't be on here 5 to 10 hours just with some bullshit, and especially about, oh, this person said this, they said that about me. Oh, okay, well, we're gonna do back and forth videos. Oh, nah, that's boring. Somebody give me a synopsis and tell me what the fuck is going on. I'm not trying to watch no 5, 10 hours because you did 5 to 10 hours, and now the person that you fighting did 5 to 10 hours. Like, how is this helpful for anybody, you guys? Y'all literally going back and forth in an endless cycle. I can see why anybody would be depressed because basically you're spending over half of your day in a negative, like Angie said, low vibrational space. You're spending way too much time in a low vibrational space. And like, I'm gonna be honest, some of that drama and shit like that, it don't even be entertaining or that funny. Like after a while, it's like, all right, we moving on to the next thing. Do. What's next? What's next? Because you're not gonna click the link, that person's not gonna click the link, and y'all never gonna talk. Y'all just gonna be doing two combatant videos, and it's just pointless. Back in the day, when we had an issue with somebody, we was clicking your link or you click my link, and we went head at it, and then boom, that was it. We either don't F with each other or we moved on past the drama, and that was it. But I'm not gonna do live after live and for 10 hours going back and forth with you. I'm gonna go outside. Like that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go outside. Or I'm gonna watch something on TV. Did y'all watch that Jamie Foxx special? I'm gonna talk about that later on today. But did y'all watch the Jamie Foxx special? Like, go watch something on TV or go outside. Like, some of y'all are spending way too much time on some stupid drama. There's too much shit going on in the real world for y'all to be focused on this in these cycles of like chaos. And again, I'm not trying to say I'm no better than anybody because obviously I'll be honest. Maybe tomorrow I'll start cussing somebody out. I'm not gonna say I'm better than anybody else, but at the same token, I'm not going to be completely low vibrational. And just that kind of content and just being in that kind of mind frame is not good for nobody. And we see what happens when you're in that low vibrational mindset. This is what happens. This is what happens. When you end up in that low vibrational mindset, bad things happen, obviously. We see that now. It's very unfortunate. And like I said, rest in peace to Quay. Um, please let that lady rest. But when we find out what happened and all the details, then you guys can go ahead and talk about it. But just don't make any assumptions that that lady, people, her ops or her enemies had anything to do with her passing. That's heavy on them. And I would hate for anybody to feel that way, like I was the cause of, yeah, without even knowing that for a fact. Mm. Anyway, you guys, rest in peace to Quay. Love one another. Uh, Go outside, have fun today. I will be live later on. Give me just like an hour just to kind of debrief, just kind of breathe for a minute, and then we'll get back to the content. But I just wanted to give my opinion and my say. Quay, you will always be a legend. in this sector. You was only here for a moment, hey, and you left a lasting impression. That's all I can say. Rest in peace. Prayers to her family. Hopefully they'll be able to overcome this. I mean, they definitely will, but it's gonna take a while. Love y'all. We out.